Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. He is Coach Jay. We're back into the film room. If you're not familiar with it, if you stumbled upon this video going, who is Kayin Lee? Who is Tennessee getting at the cornerback position? Well, Coach coaches a little ball out in California. He's been a linebacker coach. He's been a defensive coordinator. Right now, he's a D3 analyst out there in the film room, grinding on the daily. He's going to jump in, and we're going to talk about Kayin Lee, Auburn cornerback that transferred to Tennessee, commits to Tennessee. This was a big win on the recruiting trail. Commits to Tennessee over Ole Miss and over Ohio State. Tennessee got this one done quick. He shows up in Knoxville for his visit a little before 11 a.m., and he commits. He signs the paper. He's in the boat less than 7 hours later. He said, I liked everything from the energy to the facilities to the community. There is a lot of love, and here it feels like a real home. He says, Tennessee gives me that home feeling. I know I'm going to be able to come in and compete. I have guys around me that's going to compete and help compete for a national championship. He played 3 years at Auburn. In those 3 years, had 82 tackles, 17 passes defended, 3 interceptions, and a forced fumble. He started 11 games this past year, 31 tackles, 4 passes defended, and an interception. Coach, what's the scout? What's the brief rundown? What are we getting in Italy?
A dog. I mean, first and foremost, a dog. Really, really good top end speed from him. We're going to get a partner in crime for our freshman that, took his notches a little bit at the beginning of the year and came around Ty. But now he's got, they got their Batman and Robin, right? They got their super team together now. They're going to be great. He's agile, quick feet, loves contact, loves to compete. He's good versus man. He's really good versus zone. If I was to call it a weakness, it's maybe being over aggressive. Sometimes he can be a little penalty prone because he's so wired up, if you will, which I really like in a cornerback. I think it's a good trait. And at 5'11", 180, really good functional strength. Like, he plays a lot bigger and stronger than his size and weight would tell you that he does. So I'm really excited about this kid and his natural instincts with the way he plays football.
I like having a dog, man. I can coach you. I can ask you to dial it back a little bit. We saw Colton Hood that way. That's what he is. He is right there on the borderline of a penalty every single time he's in coverage. I can ask you to step that back. I can't put that dog in you. I can't create that fight, that extra it factor. I can't create it. You're either born with it or you're not. We're going to jump in the film room. We're going to take a look at a few plays. Coach is going to break it all down for us. You guys know the deal. Smash the thumbs up. These film breakdowns get demonetized. Well, what does that mean? Well, when you're paying the bills with YouTube and Coach spends hours laying these out and we spend a good 30, 45 minutes sitting down here recording them, that means we're not paying the bills. So we need to ask you guys to pay the bills. You can smash the thumbs up. You can share it out. You can become a member of the channel. Hit the join button down below. It's only $1 a month. I refuse to put these behind a paywall. Not going to do it. Coach Jay works hard for it. A lot of you guys like it, so I want you to be able to see it. However, if you can't afford to give, we appreciate it. You can also hit the thanks button. It's like a super chat on a video, or you can go check out our merchandise. You can go check out our Patreon. All the links to that are in the description below. But let's jump into the film room and let's take a look. We got Tennessee and we got Georgia, and I hope I got the right play first. No, I did not. Coach, we're going play. Do you need?
I got you. I got you.
Let's go play two first.
I got you. I got you. Okay, so just quick adjustment here. Now that Boogie did it this way, I was going to mix it up from the last breakdown we put out, but I was looking for weaknesses in his game so we could talk about it and have a moment where we show his highlights and his weaknesses. And, I came up with 2, but for me, they're strengths, Boog. Like, that's how high I am on this kid, that his weaknesses really, to me, aren't weaknesses. He rarely gets licked with what he's doing. Right here, we see him at the top of the screen in press coverage on that X wide receiver. Yeah, we see him right there in phase with him, single back, and look who's in motion. I know he caused us headaches all year. That's Zachariah Branch right there. Heartache in the basket, right? Juke you left and right, difficult to deal with. He's going to settle in stack right behind that X wide receiver. Boogie, when he settles in that stack, we're going to see Kayin Lee shoot both of his arms out. I want you to pause it at that moment. Let's go and watch this. He's going to shoot. Okay. Right here, we have silent communication, ladies and gentlemen. We got silent communication with our safety behind us, and he is letting him know, I have Zachariah. You've got the X. Okay, so we have communicated that silently right now. When he breaks out of this, Boogie's going to give me just maybe the first 2 steps by that X wide receiver right here. Boom, boom, right? Stems him inside. Okay, stems him inside. We know how quick Zachariah is. He's going to be running a hard slant right underneath this. We saw the pressure that Auburn's bringing, right? That middle of the field's going to be vacated, and that X wide receiver is kind of creating a natural pick for him, right, Boog? Like you see, there's that space. Like, we're going to have to negotiate this. We're going to have to get in under him. Now, the one mistake that is in this is, as soon as I've had that, I want him to attack 1 step upward, Boogie. That's how narrow things can be sometimes. You don't want to attack fully into him because Zachariah can just burn behind you and get behind you. But I wanted 1 more instep. Boogie, go ahead and give me 2 more steps of this play. Pop, pop, right? He squares his feet really quick, though. You see Kayin Lee thrust forward. He realizes he's a little late. I need to pound both my feet into the ground forward hard and try to get into the hip pocket of Zachariah Branch here, because look at my backers are coming. That middle, look at the middle of the field right now, but draw a little circle in that middle of that field. Zachariah catches this ball on the run. You might well forget about it. He might split this play. Let's watch him pop down, right? And right there, he's beat. He dang near came up with that football, though, which is my point. I know this pass was completed. Like I said, this was me trying to search for stuff he did wrong. And he just, look how quickly he gets into him. As mentioned, Lee has a ton of makeup speed, a ton of top end speed. He dang near picks that ball off, and he's in his hip pocket in instant, and all of a sudden the big plays wiped away. We kept it in front. Did he get to the first down marker? Maybe, but you limited a big play, and even though there was recovery on a well executed play, we were able to get in there and limit the nosebleed. All right, going back to this other play here. We're going to get single back. We're going to get deuces. So that's, 2 wide receivers, top and bottom here. Auburn showing that pressure once again. Lee is at the very, very top of the screen once again in press with that wide receiver. What's going to happen on this play is Gunner's going to end up scrambling here. They're kind of going to run, it's like a quasi ace smash pattern route here. His wide receiver is going to sit on like a little just out curl on the sideline. Boogie, go ahead and give me maybe the first 5 steps they take here. We can talk about what happens. Pop, pop, stop. Right, nice. Forces him out. He was inside there. Took that step inside because he knows he's got the sideline, right? You've got another defender there that can help me. I've got a safety up top of me, and I can get a little help. Even though I'm sticking my wide receiver assignment, I can keep an eye on what's going on. And when he comes off this play, he's going to have something happen to him that happens to a lot of players, Boogie, when they have contained. Boogie loves to do this to me. Another thing in college football when we play, he loves to put my guy in coverage in conflict. He knows if he starts running with his quarterback, he's got a decision to make, right? He can either come and take the runner, the quarterback is a runner, or he can stay in coverage, right? And if he comes, I can throw behind him. If he stays in coverage, I can run. The thing we can't do as a defender is what his help to his inside does. Boogie, can you put a circle around the Auburn defender right in front of the referee? You can't do what this guy does on this play. He gets stuck in no man's land. He makes a half decision. He says, oh, I'm going to go get the quarterback. Oh, wait, I don't know if that's right or that's wrong. When we make decisions on a football field, they need to be done in a split second. They need to be done quickly. So if you're going to make the decision to attack, you dang well better attack. And if the quarterback is acting like a runner, you dang well make him think about acting like a runner ever again in this game, and you make him rue the day he decided to be a runner in this game. Kalen Lee makes a quick decision right here. It results in a tough pass and a completion, but I want you to watch the lick that he puts on Gunner here at the end of this play. It well, just he commits. He shoots his gun. You see how fast he is. He destroys him. Boogie, keep this play playing for a second. Just let it play for just a second. Watch Gunner when he gets up. I mean, right after the shot, watch him shake it. Just he he had to shake that hit off, man, because I guarantee you he thought about that next time he ran that football, even though we were put in conflict so many times with Banks. I just felt like they were stuck in no man's land. You see the hit right there. Could it be targeting? Maybe. But guess what? Like I said, if he's got a weakness, it's his over aggressiveness. I'd like to see him wrap up. You know how I am about that, Boogie. Young man, if you sink that butt a little bit, if you keep that head up, they'll never call you for targeting. He didn't get called for it here. And a lot of people don't understand, like I said, if you act like a runner, whether it's the letter of the law or not, more times than not, believe it or not, the referees will treat you like a runner. And if you don't think coaches don't coach our players in this manner, I promise you we do. We 100% do. All right, moving on. We got Missouri here, single wing. Just kind of that, twins to the top of the screen. Once again, we got Kalen playing man all the way at the top of the screen. We'd call that press, but as wide receiver stacked behind the line of scrimmage, so not quite. And he's going to be in man here, right? And they're going to bring this wide receiver Boogie in motion, right? And then they're going to run him on a corner route. And this play design I really like from Missouri because it's going to use that S slot wide receiver is a natural kind of pick for him. And Kalen immediately, when he goes in motion, he's going to open his hips and he's going to slide between that safety and between that outside linebacker at a 45-degree angle. Boogie, just kind of give me that play as it develops as he pops through here at a 45-degree angle. And we'll talk about, once again, why I love, right? Just head it up at a 45-degree angle. This player is going to, not use his wide receiver. Apologies there. I was talking about a different play. He uses that outside linebacker as a natural pick for Kalen. Boogie, let it develop just a little bit further. We'll talk about this angle. There you go. Now he's got a player in space with him. We're going to have to negotiate that. We're going to have to reset our hips. Boogie, go ahead and give me that. You'll pop through here once again, right? Going to have to stick that leg down, switch our 45-degree angle out to the corner. Give me that pop out 45-degree angle. You catch that? All good angles, and look where he is. Beautiful. Breaks the pass up. Watch it flow in full speed now. Pop out, splits the defender, flips the hips. Very, very fluid hips here on this play from Kalen Lee. Just a good spatial understanding of how these wide receivers are working through the natural picks that are created by, not only his wide receiver as he flows through his teammates, but through his own outside linebacker as well. And just does a great job of sticking a foot down and changing directions. Beautifully done. Once again, very fluid hips. I really like this play. It's a quiet play, Boogie, but it's a brilliant play, and I really, really like it. You can tell how athletic this young man is here.
Yeah, somewhere Brent Hubbs is smiling. Anybody that's an old VolQuest member, an old GQ member, knows that Brent Hubbs likes to talk about guys with fluid hips, but that's the definition of it, man.
Yep.
Like when you start talking about angles and 45-degree angles, and then you see it play out on the field, like just the way he comes in motion, and then just how quick, like you said, boom, stick the foot, like right there when he sticks that foot, boom.
Beautiful.
I mean, that right there, just sticking the ground and staying with that guy, man. It's just it looks, man, I don't want to say this is Colton Hood because, Kayin Lee's got to come here and he's got to prove who he is. But I think this coaching staff has a pretty good track record of going and finding corners in the portal and adding them. Kayin Lee looks like he could be that dude, man. We'll see. I'm excited about Kayin Lee. I'm excited about Ty Redmond taking another step, right? Another year in this. Well, I want to say this defense, but no, it's going to be a brand new defense. So I should take that back. All right, we got a couple more plays we're going to take a look at here. We got Auburn and Kentucky coming up next. I've got you. No, I got it right. I got it right this time.
Yep.
I thought it was all out of order. All right, here we go.
Yep. You see here we're playing our sons. Right? Playing our children here, or I guess Tennessee's children, not Auburn's children.
We sell our t-shirt at bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS to remind you that we're Kentucky's daddy. Go ahead.
But what's gone on pre this play, I had to kind of bring it to this moment, is the X wide receiver all the way at the bottom of the screen has gone in motion all the way to the top of the screen and started to settle in the slot right now. He started to settle in that slot. Kayin Lee has followed him all the way from the bottom of the screen. There you go. Beautiful. To the top of the screen. And what's going to happen, we see this a lot in goal line, is fourth down right here, guys. This is to seal the game right here for Auburn if we can get a stop. So he's going to sprint back, and it's going to be a race to that pylon on the bottom of the screen, to that out route, right? Because we know Kaylin's going to have to negotiate, basically back through his whole team. Boogie, go ahead and play this. Maybe till Kayin gets right about to the C in Kentucky, maybe the middle of that C in Kentucky. Pop, you see burst right there? Great burst. Like, he can change gears so quickly. I really, really like it. Pop. And then, right as he gets to the end of the C, he slows back down a little, keeps his head in because he wants to watch that inside angle. He sees that inside angle. He sees his teammates are there. He sees that it's sealed off. He sees that it has help. So now I have one job, and that job is to get underneath this out route to the pylon as quick as possible. Boogie, go ahead and give it to the rest of it. Just gets there athletically. It will be nicer looking, snatches that, and just steps out of bounds by a smidgen. But I really like the change of speed there. It's hard to flow that much in a double motion in a goal line setting, to change your speeds to make sure that you're not getting attacked underneath on that inside angle and still have the speed to attack that pylon right there. I love that play. It's a great play.
One last play. If you're still hanging out with us, hit that thumbs up. Let people know about these film breakdowns. I want to encourage you guys, man. So far this portal cycle, we've done Amari Campbell, we've done Metcalf, and now we're adding Kayin Lee. Who do you guys want to see next? Jump in the comments section and let us know who we added in the portal that you want Coach to break down. Leave that in the comments, and we'll see if we can work that one in. But also, just share this thing out. Go check out the playlist, Breaking Down the Film with Coach Jay. If you go to the homepage on the YouTube channel and you go to playlist, it's one of the top playlists there. And, man, you can go back into the catalog. I'm talking going back to guys. Man, I don't even remember who some of our first ones were, but I know you nailed Jordan Ross before anybody else. That was a big one. There's some Jeremiah T-Landers in there. Arian Carter, I think, is in there. Jack Van Dorsen, James Pierce.
Yeah, we had him nailed catalog too.
You want to question whether Coach Jay knows what he's talking about? Go back and see what he said about some of these guys before we saw their careers play out. All right, one more play here from Kayin Lee. What are we looking at?
Yeah, so he's at the top of the screen. It's 3rd and 11 here, right? I know everyone was annoyed at the Banks system this year because this cornerback would have probably been sitting at the 6-yard line, right? And everyone would have been frustrated. But what did I say? Kaylin's got great speed, right? And they trust him in that speed. This wide receiver is attacking hard downfield at him right here. And what's he doing? He's keeping square. He's staying calm. He's being patient. He's not panicking because someone's attacking him vertically. He's calm, clear, and collected as this X attacks him. Boogie, right is about he gets to him, pause it. And it comes off screen. We'll see it again, guys, from the other angle, so don't worry. And they'll fix the angle. So he's going to break right here, just another step or two, Boog. Step, there you go. And we see right here, right, he's already flipped that hip. His middle side field leg, his left leg is crossing over, figure rowing over that hip, right? He's right, and he's just going to continue to get into his body tight. The quarterback's going to throw this ball high. It's kind of like a high point jump ball right here, and we're going to see the athleticism on this. I don't know why they ran a 10-yard out on 3rd and 11. They should have ran an 11-yard one, but or it's even shorter than 10, I suppose. But here we are to talk about it. Maybe planned on going for it on 4th or something like that. But the hands that Kayin Lee has, and I wish I could have shown every example here, but it's littered all over all of his film. How good he is at picking the ball out, how athletic he is, how good he is at staying in hip pockets. He's going to high point this ball. It's going to end up deflected, and we're going to see his concentration of hands, feet, and making the pick. At 13 seconds of this clip, Boogie, you would get the other angle of it if you want to see it. And he's always fired up too. I love that dog. You'll see it here. Boom, high point. I think he took it off his foot right there, right? Like, watch that. Just good spatial recognition and awareness at all times. Right in that hip, not PI, just a hand on the hip, knowing where you are, staying in that hip pocket. I'm going to high point that. Yeah, almost took off his knee right there. Pushed him down too. Did you catch that? Just that off arm push down right there. I like those little milliseconds that show me a player's personality, and that's one of those milliseconds that show his personality. And when you dive into his film deeply, it becomes very evident very quickly what a dog this young man is. I'm really, really, really excited to watch him play with all these safeties we brought in, and the kid from Kansas State as well, which I'm sure we'll get into. Shout out if you want to see him in a breakdown, but excited to see what Ty Redmond and him can do together with this lethal group of linebackers as well. Should be really interesting and really fun year on defense, Boog.
Deep at that linebacker position. New blood at safety, some new blood at corner. Man, I'm fired up. I'm excited to see what Jim Knowles can do with this defense. Smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the merchandise. Go check out the Patreon. All the links are in the description below, or you can be simple about it. Just hit that join button down below. It's $1 to support the channel. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back with another one soon enough. For Coach Jay, my name is Boogie Bentley. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. Go Big Orange.